At a time of financial challenge, it is not only logical to realise some of that value, it is absolutely essential. The better management of those assets has driven our work in cooperation with many of the regional improvement and efficiency partnerships to deliver innovative solutions, which has been recognised in the official Total Place report and is also resulting in real value to local public bodies and ultimately to the taxpayer. In the West Midlands, local public bodies are reviewing the use of their property assets in a truly transformational way. Many of the buildings which are owned by the authorities in the region are underused or deteriorating, or even located in the wrong place for the service that's being delivered. By acting together and sharing appropriate services under a single roof, those authorities, with our help, have been able to identify a staggering £640 million of gross capital and revenue benefits over the course of a decade, as well as a significant reduction in carbon emissions as a result. Within the programme, an individual local authority will lead on specific areas of the place agenda. Each participating authority shares learning and best practice within their area of focus, and their neighbouring councils achieve a joined-up and genuinely whole-area approach. The West Midlands model exemplifies how the place agenda is more than just theory. Here are some big local authorities actually delivering results on the ground in a tangible and measurable way, securing frontline investment by taking a proactive approach to how they manage and use their property. Of course, Total Place isn't just about working together to improve the use of physical assets. There is also a need to transform the way in which both front and back office services are delivered. We at Local Partnerships, alongside colleagues at PricewaterhouseCoopers and Accenture, are successfully working together on what we call the DCATS programme. DCATS stands for Delivering Efficiency, Capability and Transformational Solutions, and is a tool which identifies where authorities can save money through the sharing of key services and back office functions. Through recent DCATS business planning reviews, I'm pleased to say that we've already identified efficiency savings of £380 million from the authorities participating in the programme. This success has meant that more local councils are now signing up to review where their own services can be better focused and where costs can be trimmed without detrimentally affecting the quality of what is provided. I do not pretend, however, that the process is an easy one. Transforming services and delivering investment by squeezing out every ounce of value can be painful and requires a cool head and political will. But then, as we know, change is never easy. In embracing that change, I do think that we will need to see an expanding cooperative spirit among local authorities and their partners. I believe there will be an increasing acceptance of the need to share back offices and even senior leadership teams in pursuit of savings to the taxpayer. Councils clearly have a role in the running of schools and libraries. They work to keep our streets clean, provide social care to the most vulnerable, and maintain open spaces within the borders of their locality. But why should the administration of functions such as human resources, payroll, ICT and so on also be kept to the same boundaries? Is it not the case that by sharing administrative services, the cost savings which can be realised can invest in communities, delivering the change people need in these tough times? As well as looking at how these transformational efficiencies can help maintain frontline services and drive reinvestment in community facilities at a local level, it is also vital to think of how we can use this time of change to radically improve the manner in which we plan for infrastructure investment. This, I believe, is an appropriate point to comment on the recent creation of Infrastructure UK. For too long in this country, short-termism has dominated policy development in this sphere, to the detriment of our national economy. For many years, we have fallen back as our competitors have advanced. I believe they have done so because they've been able to strategically plan their infrastructure requirements over a longer-term time frame than we have ever done. It is with this in mind that I hope the creation of Infrastructure UK in last year's pre-budget report will deliver the thinking needed to put right the decades of underinvestment, as well as suggesting the means of financing how the infrastructure gap can be closed. I want to applaud the work that is being done by Infrastructure UK's chairman, Paul Skinner, and his chief executive, James Stewart, in putting together a compelling picture of our infrastructure needs. The reportation of Infrastructure UK means that the United Kingdom now has an influential voice at the centre of government that can forcefully make the case for delivering a regulated asset base that can finance infrastructure investment. Pension funds and others must have the incentives to pump significant private sector funding into the renewal of our communities through national and regional projects. To do this requires innovation in policy and a hard-headed approach. To assist with the goal of regenerating our communities, Local Partnership stands ready to work as a true and powerful partner alongside Infrastructure UK in the years ahead. It is our intention to work collaboratively with IUK to ensure that investment at the local level runs in parallel with that of national strategic projects. Local Partnerships has already understood the importance of this. Not only have we developed innovative methods of supporting local public bodies as they seek to realise efficiencies to deliver expenditure on the front line, but we have been able to build an excellent working relationship with Infrastructure UK, which will help tie together that renewal in a very holistic way. As a result of these opportunities, Local Partnerships has changed to in its offer to local public bodies. We have moved away from a sector-based approach to one where we focus ruthlessly on where the agenda will be in the years that lie ahead. I believe that we are a leaner, fitter organisation that is making a difference and which can contribute to the exciting times that we face ahead of us. We have a unique position, straddling central and local government through our joint ownership by the Local Government Association and the proposed 50% ownership by the Treasury. That gives us strength whilst retaining our independence. It gives us credibility whilst enhancing our voice. As we emerge slowly from this harsh economic winter, I'm enthusiastic at what lies ahead. The merchants of doom have dined out in the last 18 months, pointing at the relative slowdown in deal markets. But the pipeline is not frozen in stone. Local public bodies are maintaining their focus and spending is continuing despite the downturn. In the years ahead, even with the cuts that face us, I believe there is much to be optimistic about. I believe also that your discussions today will be a solid contribution to that future, and I'm very grateful to have been invited to take part in them. Thank you very much.